Back with the roundtable, and let's shift our focus to Lansing a little bit. Kind of uncharted waters here with all these line item vetoes. Everyone sees the headlines of this program got cut. How could she cut this? How could she cut this? But yet the negotiations now begin to kind of reinstate a lot of this. How tough are these negotiations going to be? Nancy, I'll start with you.
They're going to be hard. This is about deciding who's going to hold the reins for the next several years in Lansing. And, you know, I think when we look back on it, we'll say that what the governor did was brilliant if it works, and really a terrible blunder if it doesn't. So that's sort of how these things are judged. This
could really bump her off course if it doesn't go her way.
Well, I have to say I was a little disappointed in the governor for this reason. She came with the legislative experience that Governor Granholm and Governor Snyder didn't have, and I thought was a weakness for both of them. It's been very confusing to get a coherent message of what the administration and the governor's trying to do. I think she was ill-advised to make some of the cuts to autism, veterans, and to sheriff's departments and rural community health. That was very, very bad advice. She's now pivoting a little bit. I think there's a chance to reclaim the high ground, but she's got a lot of work to do. Look, this is going to be a very difficult issue on this road funding, and everybody's going to have to buy into something at some point if they're going to get it done.
Yeah, that could put us right back at square one, because with road funding especially, I mean, it's going to be a real butting heads on this one.
Well, first of all, the governor wasn't the first person to ever use a line item veto. So she, you know, John Engler did it, and everybody said, oh, he's brilliant. He brought everybody, you know, he did what he needed to do to get a budget that was balanced, and a budget that he wanted. And so I push back on the narrative that she's the first person ever tried and she was so horrible for doing it.
To this extent,
to this extent, she had to do what she had to do. I think I'm encouraged by the fact that Republicans are coming back to the table, that they seem to want to meet in some middle ground, and so hopefully that's the way in which Michigan can lead, and that we come to the table, two different parties, and decide to talk again about what issues and what things need to be reinstated to the budget.
What's happening right now in Lansing is what the Republicans have said is we're going to have a supplemental appropriations bill that includes about a fourth of the money that she vetoed. We're going to reinstate autism. We're going to reinstate the community health. We're going to reinstate highway patrols in the rural highways. We're going to reinstate the schools that were cut. We're going to reinstate the charter school money, which was cut, which benefits Detroit because 53% of the kids in Detroit go to charter schools.
That don't work.
The big issue, and so that's only $250 million out of the 700 out of the billion that she X'd out. The problem now goes with, there's two issues, the line item veto and then moving things around in the administrative board, having the administrative board move all these items around. And I think the Republicans are going to say, not only for this governor, but for future governors, this is something a governor should not be able to do, and we want legislation that's going to correct that. If she's willing to go with that, then they may add more to the pile than just the $250 million that they're going to reinstate in the supplemental budget they've introduced in both the House and the Senate. They're not nearly as cozy and as warm and cuddly as has been perceived so far by the media.
Quick final thought on that process. What's the worst case scenario if things don't go well here?
You know, I mean, we spent years talking about how we need funding for roads and schools, and I thought we had kind of gotten to a point where everyone realized that we were going to need new money for that. You know, and now we're kind of back to let's shake the sofa cushions and see what falls out. I think, you know, obviously a worst case scenario would be that there's no funding for any of this stuff. But I think the second worst is that we try to fix our roads and schools with the sort of pittance that we need to apply to it.
We've got to leave it there. Thanks to our roundtable this Sunday morning, and thank you for joining us for this morning's episode of Flashpoint. Meet the Press is next, right after Mitch Albom's Heart of Detroit. Have a great Sunday, everybody.